Family. Jace, what is
Yeah.
family? If you can give like a quick description, what does family mean to you?
To me, it's like they're like just like good friends. Like I mean, they're like really, really good friends. Like if
Right.
we're talking about like an entire like the entirety of my family, it's like all of them are like very close friends. But one thing about it is that they're like more than close friends because I don't need like for a lot of them I don't need like a social battery, if you know what
Right.
I mean.
You can just communicate and not have to worry about it, about making
Yeah,
yourself feel uncomfortable or if you said the right or wrong thing.
exactly.
It's like they understand
Literally,
because they
yeah.
know you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, most people who watch videos that we create see us playing games together, and obviously we love doing that. Y'all
Mhm.
may hear us every now and then say that we are friends, or sometimes y'all will hear us say that we're brothers.
Mhm. Which one
Now,
are we?
legally, we are not related whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that's it gets confusing, but me and Jace
Mhm.
are best friends and have
Yeah.
been since middle school.
Yeah.
And my biological family had a lot of issues to the point to where I was not able to live with them anymore. So I
Mhm.
started living with Jace's family
Yep.
and it became my family too. So
Yeah.
family to me is not just people who are related by blood. Family to me is it can be anyone. It's whoever you trust so much that you could literally tell them anything. And whatever you tell them, they don't judge you. Maybe they judge you. Yeah,
Maybe they
Me and
judge
Jace
you.
get in arguments, but who doesn't? But like,
Yeah.
you get over it, and
Yeah.
through thick and thin, you're there together. Nothing
Mhm.
changes. Like
Yeah.
you're still there.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you don't have to be blood related to be family. Jace is my best friend. I call him my brother because I believe he
Mhm.
is my family, and I call his family my family because I've lived with them for quite a few years. And but even then, like they treat me like family. I treat them like family. Like
Yeah.
it's a very complicated situation,
Yeah, it is.
but I really wouldn't trade anything for it.
Mhm. And I feel like sometimes I get trapped in like a thing where I don't want to like talk to people and like for like the longest time like I just like don't want to talk to anybody. Like I mean, to be honest, I haven't talked to anybody like outside of the house or really anybody in the house for a good amount of time recently because I've just been trying to I just get stuff done. But at the same time, like it's not good for you. You know what I mean? To
No,
like
it's
not
not.
talk to people around you.
And you can do that with family.
Exactly. And it's a lot easier to do that. So I would say that that's one of my like big things about families that it's
Hmm.
like
They're easy to talk to,
yeah, they're easy to talk to. And you can
no matter
like
where you are.
yeah, and you don't have to like talk to them every day for y'all to be best friends.
Mhm.
Like you could
Exactly,
talk to each other after like 5 months and still catch up with them.
exactly. Me and Jace have gone months without talking before, and then we get right back at
Yeah.
it, and we're
Yeah.
talking up a storm, talking about the most random stuff. It took us forever to even
Mhm.
start recording this video because we were just talking about stuff,
Yeah. We're talking about I don't even remember. I don't even remember what we're
literally
talking about.
anything. Like that's another
Yeah.
thing. Family, you can talk about anything with family, and
Mhm.
like even if you don't agree, like the same way, like y'all can still have a conversation.
Yeah.
You can still talk about stuff.
Mhm.
That's healthy
Yeah.
family.
Yeah,
And
exactly true.
a lot of times people don't have that in family.
Mhm.
And I didn't used to have that in family, but now I do. And it's amazing. So
Mhm.
the people that don't have that know that you're not alone, first off.
Yeah. And you can still have a family, like,
And
outside of
that too, you can have a family outside of people who are just blood related to you. Just because you're not blood related does not mean that you can't be family. And if anything tells you that, like, look at me and Jace.
Mhm.
We've known each other since middle school, and he's my best friend. We're not blood related. I've lived with him for a while, and I call him my family. Anytime I bring him up to my
Yeah.
friends or anything, I say, my brother
Yeah.
Jace.
Mhm.
I don't say, yeah, my best friend. I don't say stuff like that. I say, he's my brother. And
Yeah.
eventually it gets complicated when I do end up having to explain that he's not actually my brother.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Yeah, it gets, very complicated.
yeah. But there are people out there like that that could be like that for you. Just because your biological family is not amazing does not mean that there is nobody out there that can be your family. A lot of times people will feel like they can't tell their family about certain stuff. So they want to hang
True.
out with their
Yeah.
friends instead so that they can tell their friends about what's going on and stuff. And a lot of times if
Mhm.
it's about your family, you're not going to say it to your family, so you want to hang out with your friends. That I
Yeah.
feel like is a big issue for a lot of people, and it's a very easily solvable one because people will say all the time, and I say this myself, communication is key. If you can't
Yeah.
talk with your family, that's a personal issue. I'm sorry to say that, but that's a personal
Yeah.
issue. You need to learn
True.
how to communicate. It's a very important skill to have, even if it makes you uncomfortable in every situation, not even just family. You have a disagreement with
Mhm.
somebody, communicate with them, say, hey, and
Yeah.
don't point fingers because that's going to
Mhm.
make an argument. But you can have a discussion,
Yeah.
be like, hey, and saying you did this, it can come off as pointing fingers, but there's really no way to avoid that. Like, hey, the other day you said this
Yeah.
to me and it really didn't make me feel good and I would just like to talk about it. If you say that to somebody and they get mad at you for saying that, like that's probably somebody you shouldn't hang around. If it's family,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do about it.
Mhm. Exactly.
And sometimes that's how people feel. And that's sometimes how it is. That's really how it is sometimes. And that's why I was saying
Yeah.
you can make your own family. Family is what you make it.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say, at the end of the day, that is after everything else is gone, that's all you have.
Yeah.
Especially when you start getting older and stuff. I mean, like, me and Gray literally don't really have any other friends beside family. I mean, we have friends and stuff, just we
Just
don't,
not any
like,
as
talk to them
close.
as much. Yeah, and it's, like, not as much like, I don't really even talk to our, like, old friends as much as I used to. Like, back then, we would get in
Exactly.
Xbox parties with them literally every day, like, every single day. Nowadays, I don't even get in an Xbox party with you every day, or, like, a party
Yeah,
with you every day. And it's like,
exactly.
when you get older, like, that is, like especially once you get, like, a wife or a girlfriend, like, that's all you pretty much all you got.
You might feel like friends always come and go.
Well, I think you went ahead
I
and
think I went.
go you
I
goed?
think I
I just said
went.
you go Yeah, you went.
So I know it'll feel all the time like friends come and go and then you're stuck with your family. And
Yeah,
it does suck, especially for younger people, because realistically, you can't just get away. And that's how it was for me too. I couldn't get away. And I
yeah,
was I was stuck with my family, my real family, and it wasn't the greatest situation.
mhm,
But I always looked forward to the day that I could get away and then have something better. And
yeah,
eventually I did. Like I was under the age of 18 when me and Jace ended up living together, or I ended up living with his
yeah,
family rather. But that is a possible thing. And if you're in a situation where your family is that bad, you need to speak to anyone you can, even if it is your
yeah,
friend's
exactly.
parents. to try and figure
Yeah.
out how to get out of that situation.
Mhm.
Because if you have a bad biological family, there is nothing stopping you from making a new one.
Yeah. Or yeah, and starting your own life. The older you here, I'll say this. So the older you get, and this isn't specifically family, but this is kind of like just like maybe parents. It's hard for your parents to sometimes like integrate into the fact that you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like cuz it I mean to them you still are like you're a little kid, like you're their child. But when you get older, it's like it's sometimes they don't treat you with the amount of like an adult. Like they don't treat you
Respect
like
that
an
you think
adult.
they should. Yeah.
Yeah, because like you're 18 now, but sometimes they might still not take your advice on things. Like they might still be like, "Well, you're a child, you don't know everything." It's like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I know I haven't been alive longer. Like, but there you can still take advice. You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes it is hard for parents to do that.
To
And
be
even like
fair,
older brothers and stuff like that.
that's not even just family. That's really just
The
people in
society.
general. People who don't know
Yeah.
you as well, like they don't it's really this is really about trust at that point. It's like people who don't trust you, even if it is your
Yeah.
own family, like they're not going to believe you. And that can
Yeah.
feel like you're being ignored. That can feel like you're being rejected. But in the end, it's not necessarily them trying to do that or do those
Yeah.
things. It's them trying to like on based on their own belief do what they think is right.
I yeah, I think it's not even the fact that it's like and it could be anyone that is like that. I mean, it could be your older brother and stuff. Most
Hmm.
of the time though, it is your like it could be your parents. And I'm sure there's so many people that agree with that. But and I'm not dissing my parents whatsoever, like at all. I
Obviously.
because that's something that everybody deals with.
Hmm.
So,
Everybody
yeah.
deals with parental struggles
And
and
then when
family
you
stuff.
yeah, and when we're talking about that, you can go into the fact that that's why it's so enjoyable when you get older to talk to like your younger siblings as well. Because like back then, I used to freaking hate talking to my like freaking younger siblings. Like they were just annoying. Like I just thought they were annoying and dumb. But now, like the
Right?
older you get, you're like they like
Dang, they
respect
really
you.
are
Like they
dumb.
look up to you.
No.
No, but like they look up to you, and it's like that's someone that does actually respect you and they will listen to what you say. And so all of those like wise things that you have up in your head that you've learned from all these years, you
You
can
can teach
actually
them
teach it to someone. Yeah.
and they
And
respect you because like you're giving them the attention they didn't think they would get.
exactly. So it's like a win-win. So that's something to think about. And
Hmm.
if you are young right now and you haven't experienced anything like that, yeah, promise you you will. Because you may
Yeah.
hate your younger siblings now, but
Se-
when you get
Keep in
older,
mind they might not have siblings.
yeah, and you might yeah, exactly. You might not have siblings, but
But
if you
again,
do,
if you do,
yeah.
yes, you'll have that eventually. Like family,
Mhm,
whether it's biological or not, it's inseparable. But
mhm.
family is a broad term, and the kind of family we're talking about is the people that you trust so much that you can tell them anything, you can do anything, and you know that they
Mhm.
will be there no matter what.
Yeah.
The thing that I cherish most about friends and family is being able to spend time with them and feel like I'm wanted to be there, you know?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
there's a
get
lot
that.
of times, I'm in college now, and there's a lot of times where I'll be in a room, I'll be in an area around people, and I feel like me being in the vicinity of these other people is just a burden on them. And it feels like nobody
Yeah,
wants me
I
there,
get that.
and it feels like anything I do won't change that.
Mhm.
With friends and family, that changes, you know? I
Yeah.
could just see a friend, and whether they anyway, what I was trying to say was the times that you can spend with friends and family and just feel like you're wanted is genuinely something I would not trade anything for. That is one of the best feelings, and most places in the world you can't get that. Keeping it brief, because yeah, there is a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
My family, biological family, was not the greatest family ever. And there was a lot that happened that changed the way I look at family. That's why I feel so strongly about family not only being by blood,
Mhm.
because family is what you make it, in my opinion. I've said that already. But
Yeah.
there's like a lot of things that happened that made me feel like I was not a valued person
Mhm.
and that my existence was not needed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't like that. But when I would go over to Jace's house, his family would treat me like that. And up until the point to where eventually they let me move in with them. And
Mhm.
that's when I knew like family is not just a biological thing. Family is not just whoever you're born from or born into, matter of fact. Like I said, and I will say it again and again, family is what you make it. If you need other people, reach out. Not to me. Not to me. I
Not
mean
to
to
me.
other people like
Yeah.
that you trust and talk to them about it. They will help you and they will assist you to figure out what you need to do from there. And like it really it made it to where I realized like I'm not stuck because of how my biological family is. I'm not trapped in the
Mhm.
same position forever. Like I can get out of it. And I
Yeah.
did get out of it. Obviously, Jace's family helped me. It changed how I look at family entirely because
Yeah.
most people will look at a family and be like, "Oh, well, that's all I got." All right.
Yeah.
It's not.
My my big thing, like, of what shaped me, first of all, you have to know who I even am, like, how I am. Uh, to be honest, have a lot of, like I have a lot of sympathy for people, but not, like sometimes I don't. It depends on if I feel like you deserve it or not, I guess. But if you're someone that I know, like this person needs my support or this person needs me to like be there for them, then you're gonna get my support. And a big reason for that is because I had to watch my brother not get any support through like all of high school. Not from my parents, but from
Other
like friends
people.
and stuff. Like they never he didn't have as many friends as I had, and people would make fun of him. So I had to be there for him. And it also made me feel like I needed to be there for a lot of other people, which
I mean,
not
to
to
be fair,
say,
you did that for me.
yeah, and that's kind of my whole friend group. Like the whole friend group that I was friends with were people not people that needed friends, but some of them were people that needed friends. Some of them were people that just needed
Someone to talk to.
like a someone to talk to or a support group, like
And sometimes those are the
someone
best friends,
exactly.
is
And
people that you
they
can just
are the
talk
best
to.
friend.
That, yeah, you're right. They
Yeah.
are the best friends. People you can just talk to
Yeah.
and just that's what I was saying earlier is if you can tell somebody something and they're there still, no matter what it is,
Mhm,
and you trust them enough
mhm.
for that, that's what makes them family.
Yeah. And and I also needed that too. It's not like I'm not acting like I'm a hero. I went in and freaking saved these people. No, bro.
Like,
They're
it's
my friends. I'm not
mutual.
even
It's
gonna
a
say
mutual
that.
thing.
Yeah.
In a way,
And
in a way, like I'm sure me moving in with you helped you as well, you
yeah,
know?
it did. Yeah.
Like even before I moved in, like we would always talk about how cool it would be, but then we never even
Exactly.
imagined it would actually happen. And once it
Exactly.
did, like we realized we had a lot more differences than we really thought we did, and we'd argue
Yeah.
all the time.
We
But
did, yeah.
one of the things we both learned was how to respectfully agree to disagree,
Mhm.
you
Exactly.
know,
Yeah,
and how
that
to
was a
come to a
big one.
conclusion.
Mhm.
And that
That was
helped
one
us
of
a
the
lot.
big things.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the big things because not only does that help you with future family, like marriage and stuff, because that's going to happen a lot. You're not going to agree on everything with your spouse
Yeah.
or your kids, but
Yeah.
you're going to have to learn how to agree to disagree because
Mhm.
you're not going to agree on everything. And you're going to
No.
have to learn how to come to a nice, healthy solution. That's
Yeah.
something that helped. How did I find you?
I don't know.
That's something
Yeah, I
that
see
me
your
and
name tag
Jace
though.
got some good, like, quick. We had to learn quick, but it
Mhm.
was good training for that, and
Yeah, it
that's
was.
another
And
good
let
thing
me
about
tell
that.
you, it was not very good. Like it was very bad for the first like I know we're sitting here talking like good about each other and stuff, but the first the first couple weeks of
Yeah,
Gray
it
like
was
living in the
hard.
same
It
room,
was
it was
really
really hard.
hard. So don't
It
get
was
us
so
wrong.
hard. No, yeah, it was so hard though to the point that I hate the fact that I said this, but within like the first 2 weeks of him being at the house, I basically told him I didn't want him to be at the house anymore.
Yeah, and
Like
like
it was hard. We
that's
both had a
that's
lot of
another
differences.
thing. That's a good segue. We have like you I think you were about to say we had a lot of stuff that we disagreed on and a lot of stuff we learned from.
Yeah.
But it's like that's a good segue. It's not all cupcakes and rainbows.
No, not at
Like
all.
it's definitely not easy either, and everybody knows that. But if you put
Mhm.
in the time and effort, and that's something you want and the other person wants too, like you can have a family. And I'm not
Exactly.
talking like marriage or something. I'm talking about just a family in general. Like I was saying
Yeah.
with Jace, like we did get in arguments. We did fight constantly, but we learned
Mhm.
really quick. Like this is what we know this is like best. We know that we
Yeah.
both want this for each other. So
Exactly.
we learned how to get along.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
maybe you can do that with your family, your real family, if you're having struggle. But like, I know there are families out there who will not do that for anything. Like, and that's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Mhm.
It's not. There's just people who are so lost and then they bring a kid into the family and then dump it on them.
Yeah.
And it's
True.
not a great thing. There's no avoiding it, there's no changing it. You're stuck in it. But you're really not stuck. Like I was
Yeah.
saying, like I felt like I was stuck. I thought I
Mhm.
was.
Yeah.
And obviously I wasn't because I was able to get out of it and move in with Jace's family. Maybe you have a
Mhm.
friend like that. Maybe you can talk to somebody and find a place like that. How do you think adding me to your like genuine close family, how do you think that changed you?
Um I think like what you said, like it helped me deal with things that I wasn't used to dealing with. I'm sure you could probably agree like you had to deal
Yeah.
with things with me that you didn't originally have to deal with. But like not only that, but it's like 'cause I make it makes it sound like there's so many bad things, but honestly, it really wasn't. There was a few bad things, but they did not nearly outweigh the good things that
Right.
happened,
Right.
which was the fun times we had, the freaking like and like I'm leaving out Chris in this, which is
Oh
our
yeah.
cousin, but it's like freaking all of us, like the three of us, we had so much fun, bro. Like all of
Mm-hmm.
us living in the same house. Because my cousin Chris also came and lived. He didn't live in the same room, but he also
That is
came and
that is
lived with
Knights
us.
for anybody that doesn't know him by name. We've
Yeah,
made a couple videos with him as well, and we'll stream with
exactly.
him from time to
That's
time.
I mean, yeah, and it's hard to deal with, but there's so much fun in spending your days with people that you're close to. And yeah, there's a lot of bad things.
That
There's a
will
few bad
happen,
things.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
there is a
There's
lot of
like that's
bad
gonna
things.
happen
Like,
with
don't
every
get it wrong, but that's with everybody.
yeah, exactly. That's with anybody. But it's the fact that if you actually enjoy their company enough to try and fix it, to try and make it better, that's the thing that you're gonna want to do or that you're gonna want to think about. And for all of us, for the three of us, I'm extremely glad that we did what we did.
All that being said, though, there are, like, obviously differences in friends and family, but it all comes back down to who you trust. If you trust a
Hmm.
friend enough, like, they're basically your family, and I'm sure everybody can agree on that. And
Yeah. I mean,
a
we've
lot
said
of
that like
people,
5
yeah, we
billion
literally
times.
have, like, but there's no, that's the thing, is there's no other way to say it. Like, that is just
Yeah.
how it is.
I don't know about you, but because I don't know how it is for you because of your situation throughout your most of your life. But um how does the do you feel like pressured to make your family proud? Which in my opinion, I feel like I definitely am. Not even because of anything they've done, but because like I don't know, like I feel like I need to prove to them that I've done something good in life or that I've like succeeded cuz I don't want to see and I also don't I just don't want to seem like I can't deal with my life on my own. Like I want to prove that like I can be on my own or I can because I know I can be. Like, I know I can do all of those things on my own. I just feel like sometimes I actually have to prove that because if I don't, then they'll never know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I do feel very pressured, but I feel like that's a good thing to feel pressured
Yeah,
because
it can be a very good thing because it gives you motivation, you know, or it
yeah,
can give you
some people
motivation.
don't have it. Some people just
Right.
don't have motivation, so they need something like that
Uh-huh.
to get started.
For me, I mean, you're right, it's a very complicated thing. I don't know. It's different for me because more or less, I'm pretty independent, you know?
Exactly.
And I don't mean it offensively when I say this. I've never really
Yeah, no,
felt
that's all right.
the need that I need to prove that I can take care of myself to your family, or like
Yeah, yeah.
that I can do things that an adult can
Mhm.
do. Um,
You just have.
I just do it. And it's
Yeah.
probably partially because I was kind of forced into that situation to do so.
Mhm.
But I also don't feel that I need to show that I can because I know I can. And I
Yeah.
don't mean that as a jab that you can't,
No,
because I
no,
know
I
you can
know.
as well. But like it's weird because like in a sense, I feel like I would feel like I need to show them like, yes, I have, you have taught me well.
Yeah.
Like this is what I can do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I get it.
my real family, I never felt like I needed to prove anything to them because I felt like I was better than them because of how bad they were. Which in a way,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing.
Mhm. No,
Feeling
I
that
know
I'm
what you
better than somebody else, like it's their mistake. You know, it's their mistake. I didn't
Yeah.
make that mistake. So I felt like
Mhm.
because I knew that that was a mistake that I wasn't going to make, I felt like I was better.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I see what you mean by that.
I didn't feel like I needed to prove anything because I didn't want their recognition. I didn't like them for
Yeah.
a while. I will say right now I have rebuilt the burnt bridges, and I do have
Yeah, I
communication with
know.
my real family. I know you know that, but I'm saying that for like viewers. I've
Yeah,
rebuilt
yeah,
connections with
exactly.
my family, and it's different now. But in the
Mhm.
past, I never felt like I wanted to talk to them. I never felt like I wanted them in my life again because I just felt there's no need.
Mm,
They're not somebody that they're not like those people are not people that I need to show myself to.
mm,
And the fact that I didn't feel like I needed to prove myself to them and that I didn't need to prove myself to your family because I knew I was already able to do it. I didn't feel like I
yeah.
really needed to prove myself to anyone. But
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
then that got me to where I didn't like it when people wouldn't accept that, like people would expect me to be able to prove myself or that people needed me to prove myself before they trusted me, like
In order to
jobs and
believe you.
stuff.
That's my thing. That's my
Yeah,
thing.
jobs and stuff. Like I knew I was physically capable of doing things they wanted me to do, but
Yeah, but you need to,
obviously
like,
they
prove
have
it.
no proof of that. They don't know me.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I would be in a hard place or trying to prove myself to people like who weren't family, like friends
Mm,
and stuff. Like, well, I say friends. I'm talking about random people at school.
yeah.
That's where
Like,
it
if
got
you haven't proved
complicated.
it to
That's a
them.
whole nother topic. School in
Yeah,
general, like it's just a toxic environment. But specifically
yeah,
for family, I never really felt like I
yeah.
needed to prove myself because
Mhm.
I felt independent.
Yeah. I think part of the reason why I have is because of the fact that I know, and this isn't a jab at anybody, but I know that they have felt a little bit like they didn't do good at
Hmm.
parenting just because
Right.
of certain things. I mean, I'm assuming all parents feel like that at a certain
Yeah,
point
they
because
do.
you can't
That's true.
control how your child's life goes. So me seeing that,
In certain aspects,
in
yeah.
my head, yeah, in my head, I want to show them like you did good at parenting me, and I
Uh-huh.
don't want you to think that I don't know. I just don't want them to think that their entire like lives with teaching
Treat
people have
training you and
gone to
stuff.
waste. Yeah, and a lot of the times I can tell that like sometimes they're scared that like that there's a possibility that like we didn't learn some vital things that we needed to learn when we were younger. And I
Right.
think some of that could be true in some aspects, but
Hmm.
even concerning that, it's like through that we still ended up doing good. Like talking about like me and my brother and my cousin, who my cousin lived with us for a while, and he ended up moving out because he not Chris, but he was living with us for a while, ended up moving out, and he has like his own family and stuff. So it's like that's something that's like I mean he didn't have to prove it to them and stuff like that, but it's like
He
I
did
don't
it.
know. Like sometimes they need that though, I feel like. And that's something. Another thing with like my sympathy thing, like where I feel like sympathetic, like I want people to know that they did a good job. And also sometimes I have to prove it to myself because to be honest, it doesn't happen as much anymore like at all, but back then I had really bad anxiety for some reason about becoming an adult where I actually
I think
didn't think
everybody
I could
does.
do yeah, yeah, true. But I had to really freaking like force myself into adulthood because I was so stuck with being a child. Like and I genuinely didn't think I could do like any of the things that adults do. And then I just had to realize one day like what are you talking about? Like there's no way you're going to be able to do any of those things if you tell yourself that you're not capable of that. You have to just go and do it. And you have to make mistakes. Like that's just the end all be all. You have to make mistakes in life. You can't just do everything right. And if you did
Exactly.
everything right, you probably are going to be broke for no offense, but you're probably going to be broke for the rest of your life because you were so cautious to the point that you never tried anything and you just stayed where you were and you didn't want to change anything because you were scared.
Yeah.
And that's just not how it's supposed to be. You got to like take chances and stuff.
And family, like, if you're not already moved out of your, like, parents' house or wherever it is, eventually you will. And then the cycle continues. Like, you get older and then start your own family. And then you have your kids and then you teach them.
Hmm.
And then you're going to feel like a failure as a parent because everybody feels like a
Yeah.
failure as a parent. People make
Hmm.
mistakes, But like you always have to remember, it's everybody's first time living. Some people hate life, some people make the most of it. And
Hmm.
really the
And
most
some people are
important
too
thing,
scared
yeah, some people are too
to make
scared.
the most of it.
The most important thing is though, is that you're trying. You know, if
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
try, like something will happen. Maybe you'll
Yeah.
fail and maybe you'll try again. But like with
And
family,
trying your best to have fun too.
yeah, that too. You know, enjoying life
Because
is also
that's,
important.
I mean, that's the one of the most important things. If you're not enjoying it, what's the use of even being here?
Exactly. And no matter how far you get, whoever your family is, they will be there with you. And
Mm,
that is what determines who is your family.